How is everyone doing today? And in this video, we are going to be taking Yunli into another mode because, of course, we've already seen how she does in MOC. She does pretty okay when it comes to that mode. But also, since we know MOC and Apocalyptic Shadow kind of share the same similarity in the quality of character that they want, what about Pure Fiction? Because today, we're going to be taking Yunli into Pure Fiction. And the way I want to do this is because remember that video I did a while back where I said, we really should be getting characters when it comes to them being good in not only MOC and Apocalyptic Shadow, but also being good at Pure Fiction. That way it frees up a spot of characters that you probably need. And if it basically follows into multiple roles, you'll have a lot less stress in picking out the characters that you actually want, because now you have a character that does multiple things and now you can spend your J's on whatever you want. So in this video today, we're going to be taking Yunli into Pure Fiction with the follow-up attack buff. So yes, it is going to be a little catered towards her, but for the most part, a lot of these Pure Fictions kind of cycle through the same buffs, and the follow-up attack one comes up pretty often for the most part. So we're going to be looking at Yunli with Robin, Tingyun, and REHOO because this is by far one of her better teams, but I'm pretty sure you can slot out a couple of these characters for a different amount of substitutes. But going ahead and getting into Pure Fiction, I also forgot to say that this is going to be from the content creator experience server, so if you see anything here, it may or may not change when it comes to live release. But let's get back into the video. One thing that I want to say that Yunli basically sparks my interest in when it comes to not only talking about how good she is with Pure Fiction, or not Pure Fiction, but MOC and Apocalyptic Shadow, is that she's able to heal herself for the most part, something that Clara isn't able to do without her signature. Another thing that Clara does not have innately within her as well is the ability to do AoE damage without her ultimate. The cool thing about Yunli is that she doesn't need it. She has innate AoE in her already, and one of the cool things as well is that she can also for the most part heal herself and also do AoE damage without needing an ultimate. So right now we use our ultimate, insta pop of the first wave basically at that point. Holy crap, that is amazing. I absolutely love the amount of damage that she's able to do and not needing to use her ultimate for the most part, which I think is really cool. It's a really nice thing between needing your ultimate and having your ultimate give you a little bit of extra properties to be able to just clear out a whole wave. This is something that Clara can't do amazingly innately, while someone like Yunli is able to get non-stop energy back to back to back just based on her doing a couple of things she would have already been doing. So we're going to go ahead and do our basic with REHOO, and Yunli getting that AoE attack off. Absolutely beautiful for Pure Fiction. I think this is one of the better characters in the game for sure for Pure Fiction, without a doubt. And something I really want to test in the future as well is how good is she with having someone like Jade on the team when she's hitting this much in terms of all the characters that you're going to be going against. We're going to go ahead and do a basic with Robin. We're going to go ahead and do Robin's ultimate, giving us that follow-up damage increase with the additional damage she will be doing alongside our other characters. So we're about to see a lot of damage pop off for absolutely no reason. We're going to go ahead and use the ultimate for REHOO, giving out the damage buff or the attack buff for Yunli, and then also having the basic come out of Tingyun. My bad. Tripped up on my words. We're going to go ahead and use our skill on... We use our skill on this guy, and then we're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. That way, that the guy hits us first, or the enemy, and then Yunli is able to do the damage that she needs to do. And of course, it decided to just wait, which absolutely sucks. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate on Tingyun. Or not Tingyun. We're going to use the ultimate on Tingyun onto Yunli. And of course, it's going to probably take out the enemies that I wanted to hit us with the ultimate. I don't think they did, actually. Oh, we did. Oh, wait, that counted. Whoa, okay, that's actually pretty good. Either my pity hit or that counted somehow, which I'm very glad it did either or. But overall, Yunli is putting in work when it comes to what she's able to do with her own innate kit, not absolutely relying on her ultimate, although her ultimate does give quite a bit of damage, which is able to spread out very easily, which overall helps out everything in this team. We're going to go ahead and use our skill on the REHOO, that way we can get some cleanse off. Don't really need it for the most part. We're going to use our skill on this guy, KOing him out, and we're waiting for Robin to come back. Robin's come back. We're going to use our basic, and then we're going to use Yunli's ultimate, getting that taunt off. And this should overall help us clear out the whole wave. And I think it did. And I think we're actually going to save the buff as well onto the next wave, which is a really good thing. I don't think Japard is honestly going to be too much of a problem for the most part, but we'll have to see how that's going to work out. I did not know Robin was not cleanse, or that she was debuffed in the first place. We're gonna use a basic, hopefully getting ultimate. We are literally 1 off. That sucks. That's 1 follow-up attack, 2 follow-up attack, and then hopefully Japar does a 3. Japar helps us with the 3. Big sword hit. The amount of damage you get off with that, holy crap. We're gonna use our basic here, or not a basic, our skill, going into a skill on one of these guys to help us out with the damage. We're gonna use our basic on Japar, and then we're gonna boost everyone up with Robin. That way we get the extra damage off, and we get a couple of extra buffs in. We're gonna use our ultimate on Ting Yun onto Yunli, getting us our ultimate, which we really needed. Basic on one of the random guys outside here. Basic on any random person as well, giving us an attack boost on Yunli, helping out the damage. Yunli's gonna go ahead and use her skill as well. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and parry once one of the enemies comes back up that can hit. I could have done it earlier. But I think we're gonna get it off anyway, because I don't think these guys, there we go, I didn't think these guys supported each other. So that's 491. Sheesh. Let's get another parry in. Please don't take the ones out I needed. Thank you. Another parry. And I really like how, like I said, interactive Yunli is. It's just super exciting to see. And of course, I get super unlucky. And I probably would do better if I had Yunli in the middle. I think that would have been a big buff for us. Holy crap. The amount of damage is being spread around. Holy. Thank you for the hit. Here's another. God dang, the amount of ult she's getting off. Holy crap. She's such a fun character. Holy. We're going to go ahead and use our skill on Yunli. Going ahead and giving her her ultimate that we pretty much need. We're going to use our skill on REHOO as well. And with that being said, we're going to hopefully get off a parry with Yunli's ultimate. That is something that we don't know 100% sure if we're ever getting. That's always a luck type of thing, which is a really funny thing. And 1% on Japar's health. We're going to go ahead and try our best to get another ult off. I wish I would have got it off earlier. That way we could have got the big sword. But now here's the big sword. This should probably finish everyone up. And Japar should be left over. Done. There you go. Yunli, easy pure fiction clear. We love to see it. A character that can do both. Absolutely amazing. I think that is something that we should 100% take into account for. That someone like Yunli is able to get max points and also is able to clear out MOC. She is a very versatile character and a very strong character at that. I think Yunli is going to be a really nice investment if you want to end up picking her up. I still don't think at the end of the day she's another Acheron. I don't think she's another Firefly. I don't think she's another Boohill. And of course we have other DPSs coming in the future like Fei Xiao. There's just so much on the horizon and many other current characters coming into the game that we don't really need Yunli. But is Yunli still a good character? By all means, yes. She's able to clear MOC. She's able to do a lot of damage in pure fiction. Absolutely clear it to the max potential as well with how strong she is. And this is only considering that she doesn't have some of her best teammates like Jiao Shou, or maybe other teams with like defense reduced with Pella, or many other things that we can consider as well on top of Yunli and a lot of the current characters in the game with characters that might come out later on. I think Yunli for the most part is a super strong character when it comes to both MOC, most likely Apocalyptic Shadow, because they kind of share qualities, and then also having Yunli in pure fiction. I can kind of see her being even more cracked out with characters such as Jade. Having Jade on the team would be something that she probably would love, not only to be able to just proc the massive amount of stacks that she will be giving to Jade, allowing Jade to do her follow-up attacks, and Yunli just taking in all these hits with her being able to do spread damage or AoE damage. Not by nature, she doesn't need an ultimate to do AoE, which I think is a very strong portion of her kit. She doesn't need to have her ultimate up to be able to do AoE damage, something that Clara needs. And she doesn't need to have a signature light cone to be able to heal herself. She only needs to use her skill, which you're going to be using at the end of the day anyway for the most energy gain and also for the most damage that you can possibly be doing. So I just overall think Yunli is a very strong character, and if you want to go for her, 100% do so. I think she's a really worthwhile character to be building, but for the most part, I don't think she's the craziest character in the world, but not every character has to be Acheron level. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. See y'all guys in the next one, and peace.